Hello again, Robotics. Thanks so much for checking out this video and for following along the assignment instructions by clicking on this video. I greatly appreciate it. It'll make your life easier. Okay, so you are now ready to start your first assignments for this class for our online distance learning modules. And how this is going to work is I have laid out very nicely for you what is due and when it's due. Okay, so the first set of things we're going to be doing today are starters. Then after we do the starters, we'll move on to the lessons, then move on to the projects, and then we will move on to the final code block project, okay? All of the due dates and everything are spelled out at the end. Now, again, remember, we are only going to stick with this plan for as long as we are in distance learning. So if distance learning ends in a week, we don't have to do the rest of this. I just decided to lay everything out just so it's all in one place and you guys can choose to work ahead if you desire, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, now that you have this kind of layout, I'm going to expect that you can read this and follow along step by step, but I just want to kind of play around with some things on TinkerCAD just so you guys get a feel for how it works, okay? It does a really nice job, and the way I staggered it is you guys will start on starters, which by the name, it's a good starting point, so you'll learn the basics of how to use TinkerCAD. Then you'll move into lessons and get some more concrete hands-on building experiences. Then you'll go into the projects, which are a little more student-led. They'll still give you like mini lessons throughout, but you'll be actually building a bigger product requiring a lot of different shapes. And then your code block project is basically a project but making it move. Okay, so I'm going to kind of give you a brief overview of where to access all of this stuff today. I'm going to minimize this. Boom. Okay, so this is my student account that I made earlier and that I logged into earlier for you guys in that first video. All you're going to do is go to the Learn tab, and you are going to complete all 7 of these starters. Okay, so you have to hit the See All Starters. You're going to complete all 7 of these starters by the due date. Okay, you're going to complete 15 of the lessons, and there's a lot of lessons here. There are a lot of lessons here, so you pick 15 of them, and I staggered it so 5 are due one week, 5 are due the next week, 5 are due the following week, so you will get to pick. I would recommend, if I were you, I would recommend going through and picking ones that are different, because that's going to serve you better like later on when you're doing your code block. So learn how to build a variety of different shapes. Don't just do all of these diamond ring, Easter ring, basic rings, simple heart rings. Like, they're all pretty similar. So I would challenge you to make something a little bit bigger. Like, go down here, try the twist earrings maybe, or the learning the moves, or move the circuit assembly, glow circuit assembly. Like, try all of those, okay? But you get to pick 15, okay? And there's 5 due one week, 5 due the next week, 5 due the following week. Okay, going back to that Learn tab. Then you're going to do projects, and I spelled out 4 projects for you to do. You have to hit See All Projects to view them. Believe it, there's a log cabin down here that you'll do, like right here. There is making a pizza. You guys are going to be doing that one. Beaked whale is the next one. And I believe the 4th one is the soda bottle rocket. So you will build all 4 of those projects by the due date. Okay, so all of those week's materials can all be accessed under the Learn tab. Okay, the following or the final week, couple of weeks, you're going to be using, going back to your dashboard, code blocks, okay? You go to code blocks, create new code block. I would recommend, this isn't graded, but I would recommend going through the activities and the starter designs just so you know how it works, kind of like what we did in the previous modules. You'll want to do that, and then you are basically going to create 2, one is due one week, one is due the following week, 2 designs by clicking New Design. I spelled out all of the requirements on the assignment sheet, so check those out. Make your project, give it a title. It comes up with a random title for you whenever you make a new code block, but feel free to make it whatever you want. And then I should have access to viewing all of your projects. You don't have to share it or do anything. If for some reason that changes or I can't view it, I will send out a mass email to everybody and give you further instructions, or maybe re-record this video so you guys know how to share it with me. Okay, so make sure, going back to that document, make sure that you follow all of these instructions and do all of the required activities and meet the due dates. Okay, If you have an issue with the due date, or you get sick, or something happens, I am flexible. You all know that. Just let me know. I'm not a mind reader. I don't know your situation, especially if you're not in class with me every day. It's a little bit harder for me to see who's struggling and who needs some additional support or help. Let me know, and I can help you. I can extend due dates. I can do whatever you need to support you, but you just got to let me know, and you got to let me know in advance as much as possible, so I'm able to accommodate and support you. Okay, so I hope that this tutorial kind of makes some sense and helps you navigate TinkerCAD and know how to do the different projects and assignments. Seems pretty self-explanatory. YouTube has a lot of great tutorials as well, and I can help you, of course, too. We could set up a Zoom. We could do some type of Google Hangout as well to give you some more one-on-one support as needed. But hang in there. Hopefully this is a fun little activity for you guys to do. Take some pressure off some of your other more academically driven classes and makes it a little more fun, hands-on for you here. So again, please let me know if you have any questions. Looking forward to seeing your